Birthday Yahweh, birthday Oshai, birthday Yahweh, birthday Oshai, birthday Yahweh, birthday Oshai, Kolim La, Adonai Yahweh, Bashem Shalom, Oshai, Bashem Kakadash, the honors of the apostles and agreements, don't be touched, hopeful, elect, Shalom. And this video is going to be about an ex-banker, genderless dragon, and how his son won't talk to him, as it says in the article. And it says by Andrew Court, January 31st, 2023. He goes by, no gender. So, of course, these alphabet people, in other words, these homosexual faggots, a lot of the times they like to identify themselves as they and them and their or it. They don't go by he or she because they claim, they have, no specific gender that they identify with. And it really shows you that those those LGBTQ pronouns are pretty much pronouns showing you how much demons those people have on them. And they're openly saying it like it's nothing. And I find it very insane and disturbing that they could just go about promoting it like it's a good thing, when in all reality, the Bible actually goes against this type of lifestyle, and it speaks against these things. And it says they made their body, which is referring to him, body modification, fantasy, or reality at the expense of family. A former banker who covered their body in tattoos and piercings in a bid to become the world's first genderless dragon is speaking out about the dramatic body transformation. Tiamat Legion Medusa, 61, who hails Texas, spent the past decade undergoing an epic metamorphosis into the mythical monster. This looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. You have to admit, somebody that does something like this is not normal. It's not right in the head. Yeah, so this is an interview with YouTuber Anthony Padilla Medusa, who was Richard Hernandez and now uses they/them pronouns, as I was just saying earlier. They explained they were working as a high-flying financier before deciding they could no longer partake in corporate conformity. I was in my late 40s prior to me living my life as the freak that I am. I already had 79 piercings, and most of them were hidden, explained Medusa, who goes by Dragon Lady Medusa online. The ones that weren't, I could take out every day and put them back in, which is what I used to do. However, Medusa had dreamed of adding more prominent piercings and tattoos which weren't appropriate for the world of finance, so they secretly quit their career and embarked on pursuing their dragon dream. In the years since, Medusa had tattooed their face, split their tongue, and even added $80,000 horn implants on their forehead as part of the transformation. But it hasn't always been smooth sailing, since the entertainer admitted they are estranged from their adult son, who doesn't understand the extreme makeover. And quote, the relationship or the connection with my son has changed, the tattoo text and confess. At the time when I started my transformation, my son had already turned 16 and he rejected me at that point in my life. My son hasn't been in my life for 7 years. I'm hoping that he is at least watching me on the internet, because the reason I'm out there in such a big ways for him. They summarily added, meanwhile, Medusa's on a mission to prove that you could be both successful and forge an unconventional path at the same time, and encourage all people stuck in corporate careers to pursue their authentic truth. And quote, it's incredible to hear and see people who don't know me to automatically assume that I'm a loser. I've never accomplished anything in my life, or I'm ignorant and probably don't. Then did he graduate from high school, they declared. And with that, I'll bring up some scriptures, Lord willing. Y'all will be you hopeful those like viewing this video will be edified. So it says in Romans 1st chapter verse 25, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, and burning their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind, and to do those things which are not convenient. Exactly. And that's one of the reprobated minds that these people have, is that these people will go as far as changing their bodies into like this guy into a so-called dragon, you know, a human dragon or whatever the case is. And like there was another one that was called the Black Alien Project. He changed his whole fucking body into like a black alien to resemble a black alien. And it really shows you like these people are really possessed out here, because the fact that they will go as far as doing these things, and then they go as far as like changing their pronouns into they and them, claiming that they don't identify as a gender. It's really a sickness. And they're not pleased with how the Most High made their bodies, so they want to get plastic surgery, and they want to alter and modify how their body looks. And they don't understand the drawbacks behind the shit that they do. So whenever these people try to get that plastic surgery, you always hear malfunctions. You always hear that shit going wrong. And if you know it has a chance of making you messed up, why take the risk and even do it? Pretty much doesn't make any sense. If you know it has a chance of killing you or messing you up for the rest of your life, why would you even take the chance and do that shit at all? In Isaiah chapter 45 verse 9 says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherd of the earth. So the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou or thy work? He hath no hands. Exactly. And these people basically whenever they get their plastic surgery and they get their sex reassignment surgery, they really are striving with their maker. And another thing I wanted to point out in the article from that man's name, his name was Legion in his middle name, and that really shows you I find it spiritual that he had that as his middle name, and look what he ended up doing. It's the same thing like how when Yasharahla was going up against that man that was in the tombs digging up dead bodies, and pretty much like no man could tame him. Every chain that he was in, anytime when he was bounded up, he would always break free. And it showed you that he had so much spirits on him to where he was actually performing some spiritual power feats on the left hand side, where he had that supernatural strength, and no man could bind him or tame him. And Yahweh was able to, exorcise and cast out those demons out of him. And, the man said, when those demons were speaking to him, he says that we are legion, for we are many. And these people that out here that identify as like LGBTQ, and they go as far as like mentioning their pronouns as they and them, they really have like, they're like an example of that man in a particular way, because they're just proudly, let's just say flaunting, or I'll say like they're proudly embracing those demons that they have on them just by changing their pronouns, and how comfortable they are with their lifestyle, which is absolute and pure wickedness. But I didn't want to make the lesson too long. That's all I want to bring out. Make it simple, straight to the point. With that, I hope I made the lesson edifying. Let's get whole clear praise and honor to, I don't know, we have a Basham Shamalak, Yasharahla, Basham Kakadash, the honors apostle, the Elsgrim, Muslim, peace, citation, hope for elect, Yamashim Shamalak, Shalak, Ram, Aramon, Yamwa, Koyamwa, Ababa, Shalom.